Ganondagan, known as the Town of Peace by the Seneca, was formerly a Haudenosaunee community in the early 1600s. It is believed that there were 150 longhouses on site and thousands of Haudenosaunee living at and around Ganondagan. The Haudenosaunee had a close relationship with their surrounding environment, relying heavily on berries and animals as food sources. In 1687, the town was burned by French travelers, leaving the Haudenosaunee with no food or shelter for the following winter. Today, Ganondagan is remembered and celebrated as a place of historical significance where the history of the Haudenosaunee can be remembered and admired. On July 14, 1987, Ganondagan was formally dedicated to New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation as the only historic site completely dedicated to sharing the history of the Haudenosaunee. The conservation team at Ganondagan State Historic Site was added in 2013 with the goal of restoring the different ecosystems on site to their former historical state without populations of invasive species. Forest stewards are the key to restoring Ganondagan State Historic Site to its historical native biodiversity.
I've done a lot of field work with removing invasive species, planting native species. I've gotten to work on grant writing. We were planning on doing a prescribed burn. I've gotten to do a lot with that, including a public meeting and contacting other agencies. I've made lots of great connections and talked to a lot of people in the park system, which has been great.
I am the supervising conservation steward, is my official title, and I pretty much work with the interns on a day-to-day basis, helping with their projects, record their hours, just kind of help keep things organized and going in a forward direction.
In charge of removing and controlling the invasive species in the back grassland, which is about a 60-acre grassland that is infested with pale swallowwort. And so my primary goal is to get some kind of control happening on that invasive species. And then the project has continued to move forward, and now it's going to be replaced with native flora.
In the environmental field, I didn't know what, and this has been able to allow me to narrow down exactly what I want to do, which is more like the plant conservation.
I want interns that come here as conservation stewards to really be able to say that they learned something and that they gained confidence and skills that they wouldn't have had otherwise. I would feel really awful having someone leave feeling the same way as when they came, and I don't think that that's ever happened. More often than not, we're hearing from people that say that what they did at Ganondagan helped them move to their next step.
I like a lot of things about working here. Whitney really encourages you to do your best and invest in the projects, and she pushes you to do the work yourself, and that's a really great experience to have.
Oh, the people. Definitely the people. You can't work in parks and work with volunteers without everyone being somewhat like-minded. I've never had a volunteer come out here who was cranky about their day. They were so excited about coming out and working outside and helping with environmental issues. It's just really a whole lot of people on the same plane with the same goals in mind.
I love the people here. It's really wonderful. Everyone's so great and fun, and I just love all the opportunities it's given me. I have gotten so many opportunities here, and just being able to learn, because this is really what I'm passionate about, and it really helped me find what my path was exactly.
Be passionate about what you want to do. We want to help people who really want this to be their focus in life.
I want them to gain knowledge. I don't want them to think they're coming here to just do one thing day after day after day. I want them to have the opportunity to get experience writing management plans and leading their own projects and leading groups of volunteers and creating relationships with other professionals that can hire them. I don't want them to leave with nothing.
Definitely worth it to get involved early, because being involved and having all these things that I already have done and know is going to definitely, I think, put me a step ahead of some other people going into what I want to do. And I already know so many people, like I said. Definitely worth it. Like, don't wait. Get involved. It's totally worth it.
If they're finding jobs, be it in parks in other regions even, or going off to grad school, or getting jobs with the USDA, and those are all things that we're helping them get to. And I think it's a big thing too, because the people that hire them are realizing that they have these abilities because of what they've done here. And so I'm hoping that this program will start to gain even more momentum as a really trusted source of training.